We're talking about 100 years. Now, I haven't been around quite that long. I'm close to it, but not that much. The Ag Council was formed in December of 1919. A group of people came together. They all represented commodity organizations. They came together at the Palace Hotel in San Francisco. At that time, a number of commodity organizations had come into being, and they were having a problem at the state capitol with the way they were being represented. They were not speaking with one voice. The commodity organizations were coming in and presenting conflicting testimony at hearings and that sort of thing. So they thought they needed an organization that represented them. But that came together, I believe, in December. By January, there were 31 charter members of the new organization.
Ag Council represents approximately 15,000 farmers across the state of California, from small farmer-owned businesses to some of the world's best-known brands. We are dealt a lot of challenges here in California, but we try to find ways to make those challenges into opportunities. And really, we allow our membership and the diversity of agriculture to be represented with a unified voice.
Ag Council serves an important role as captain and sometimes cheerleader to pull all hands on deck in agriculture. I know at Blue Diamond that they've been successful in getting not only our staff, but our growers involved with key decision makers, key influencers, to tell our story and tell the story of California agriculture in a way that we wouldn't be able to pull off standing alone as Blue Diamond.
Ag Council of California really understands the issues of agriculture, I think, better than any other group out there. They're not encumbered by any policies or any groups nationwide that we have to comply with. So I think their independence from any national groups is really important. I think they have great leadership that really understands the issues in California, and they really build bridges to reach solutions that are best for our industry.
One of the things the Agricultural Council is well known for is really knowing the details of what's in a bill or what's in a proposed regulation. And that's critical, especially during the lawmaking itself, but even more so when you get over to the regulatory side. It's a slow, tedious process, and knowing what's being proposed and where there might be some things that need to be improved to actually make it work the way it was intended is critical to being able to influence it for the best outcome for all of the parties involved. Agricultural Council does a great job on that.
Our members are the best. Not only are we so proud to represent the brands that we do, because so many of them trade on international markets and have issues that I would say are bigger than California. They have a global perspective when it comes to the types of conversations we're having here in Sacramento. They realize that there are lots of other unmet needs in the state, and they really want to figure out if there's a way for agriculture to provide part of the solution. So they give the staff the flexibility to participate in those conversations in a very meaningful way.
We've been in business 105 years. It's a passion. I don't care if you're farming 10,000 acres or 10 acres. It's still a passion. What I like about Emily and Trish and Jennifer and her staff is they feel that emotion in us as agriculturists about what we do and how we've come through the years and generations. They see that and they feel that in us as we sit in the room with them talking about legislation going forward. People don't realize how important agriculture is in this state. And you need a voice to get that information out to people, to really show them what's going on.
I mean, it's a sense of national security, right? We're in the most productive agricultural valley in the world with the right political climate to be able to produce and feed the nation plus some, and help feed the world. So, I mean, we're in a really special spot to have that. So We need Ag Council to maintain the farming here, our security and the economic impact in California that it has providing jobs and stuff.
We realize that the state has almost 40 million people in it, and 9 times out of 10, an issue is not brought up because of agriculture. There's some sort of other unmet need in the state, and so we really walk into these issues with a listen-first approach, try to understand the underlying goal of what a legislator or somebody's trying to achieve, and try to figure out Ag's potential solution to that challenge. We're able to take a look at the issues about 2 to 5, sometimes 10 years ahead of when the issues are going to be impacting our membership. So whether it's a labor regulation or water, we are their eyes into the future, really, as it relates to the legislative and regulatory issues.
A very great recent example regards safe drinking water and the efforts of Ag Council working with unique partners in the environmental justice community to provide solutions to an important problem for safe drinking water. And Ag Council was successful in creating that dialogue, and while it's not finished yet, we see great opportunity coming out of this to create safeguards for agriculture while solving a very important local problem.
A couple of years ago, we wanted to get cap and trade extended, and the Agricultural Council is one of a small handful of people and organizations that were in the room to help make it happen by negotiating directly with the governor, with his then chief of staff, his top legislative aides, to be able to help put together a package that would include the investment, the understanding that investing in voluntary practices, support with technical assistance would help agriculture, help us as the state of California achieve the goals that we were trying to achieve by extending the cap and trade program. Those moments don't happen very often. It takes smart, strategic people to really maximize the opportunity that's presented to them at that time, and they did it.
The Buy American thing is to have suppliers or buyers of food products buy American products before they go and buy products from international sources. There was a bill passed by the federal government and no one was complying with it. Ag Council realized that people weren't complying with it, so they did an audit along with the legislature and realized that yes, no one was following the rules. Ag Council put forward some legislation to make this thing stick. It didn't lead to immediate sales the following day, but what it's done is changed the thinking of the people that are buying products for our institutions in California. And we've seen a slow increase of sales because of that initiative. It's made a big difference over the years.
This is more than just a business, and anyone that's, run a small family-owned business knows how much, blood, sweat, and tears go into it, especially through 4 generations now. So, if there's consumers that, maybe attack the way we do something, it's a very personal attack for us because it's our livelihood and it's the thing that we take pride in on a daily basis, and we work really hard to maintain what we do and do it right. Having Ag Council communicate that for us and that passion is so important. We don't have a lot of time to do it ourselves, obviously, because we're busy with families and business day to day, and it never stops. I have great role models that have come before me, and so I hope we can do the same and continue it on for another couple generations.
Our co-op continues to thrive because we ensure that our growers have an active role in the leadership and governance of our business. An important element of that is our Young Leaders program, where we get young growers early on in their farming careers to understand what the Blue Diamond Co-op is, how we operate in the global marketplace, and how we operate in the politics of California. Ag Council helps us to connect our young leaders with the important voice that they need to learn and have with our California State Legislature. In fact, we go through training with Ag Council and our young leaders. We have opportunity to spend time meeting with legislators and training. And then we have a full day at the legislature with our young leaders that gives them the chance to understand what their voice can and should be.
As we look toward the future, we recognize that we are operating in the most ambitious state in the nation as it relates to environmental, labor, and climate goals. And we are in the room strategically working out ways to ensure that Ag is part of the solution.
No matter the issue, no matter the controversy, I feel like Ag Council is always there to represent the voice of agriculture.
Emily and her staff, they're fantastic for what they do. It's an essential organization. There is no doubt. They have a tough job and they do a great job, and I thank them every day.
I love working with people who are that dedicated to their jobs. So let's have some fun while we do this hard work.
And when I came to work for the Ag Council, it was an all-men organization. Now it's all women. And things seem to be moving a little bit better and faster than they used to.
Thank you to our members for your ingenuity and vision that got us here to this Centennial celebration. I would like to particularly thank those members who have walked with us for 100 years. Blue Diamond, Sun-Made, Sun-Kissed, and Sun-Sweet. What a tremendous partnership. And for all of our members, thank you for continuing to support our work. We are here because of you, we are here for you, and we are here to celebrate you. Congratulations, Ag Council.